down, unconscious. Tammy has been put to sleep. Cremina is sleeping. Tatsia is getting bandaged up, and it's probably at this point done getting bandaged up. Else. Oh, Celatami is unconscious in the back room. So there's currently 1, 2, 4, 5 people out of commission or injured. Seth had left to go talk to his sister, was standing at the door. I believe we left off with Lady Ashina had just left to go talk to the people downtown, right? Remind me, Bezoit had gotten some bread from the townspeople when she came through. She was getting celebrated. The townspeople were going over the dragons and stuff, and the wizards were gathering around the rift. Was there anything else?
I had mentioned to Raphael too that I was going to speak to him tonight outside the tower when we were resting.
And I needed to talk to Lady Ashina to tell her the
name that she was given.
Sandmaster's name, and I had a question.
What did you just say, Clancy?
I got
What
some
did you just
questions
say?
for Lady Ashina.
Okay. Is this something you would stop her on her way out?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she's
I
on her
don't
way
know when
out.
she'll disappear again. Lady Ashina, I would like to tell you the true name of Martrell that I learned. It is Sandmaster Shragular. Shargraliar.
See
I
her
would spell it
face.
out for her.
Her face goes a little pale. Where do you have this information from? How can you be so certain?
Because I have a source that I used.
She raises an eyebrow. Could you be any more vague?
No, that's about as trimmed as I could get it. But it is a reliable source, and we can talk about it later. Don't feel comfortable right now.
She looks
Also,
she looks around, kind of nervously. She goes, Sandmaster was meant to be dead. Him being alive is an issue. The others need to know.
yes, he's staying alive from what we believe is a phylactery.
Nods her head.
Also, the spell type thing that I used to kill him and send him back to his phylactery, would that kill him or harm the phylactery if I were to do it again, you think?
I would need more specifics on the type of magic it is, and
I don't really know the type of magic, if I'm being honest.
I don't think there's anything that's not worth a shot to kill Sandmaster if he's returned. He's the betrayer. He was once a chosen. Gus walked with Elminster and adventured with Mistra in her mortal form.
Okay.
Clemency, and she's gonna pull you kind of out of the way, looking past you towards Agatha. I don't want to be here when Agatha wakes up.
Okay, you can leave. Agatha's part of our group.
Looks at you kind of pointedly. No, it's not out of any feud like that or anything. I need to go speak with my sister.
Is any of this being said within earshot of any of us?
So you'd probably be still in town when this was happening, getting all your bread and cheese and all that stuff.
Okay.
But I bet you with Emus's passive perception, he could probably hear the conversation.
What is your connection or your sister's connection with Agatha? Why does your face change every time you see her?
Doesn't really make sense to me, but she looks at you. Agatha's my niece. I have no idea why she's here or her involvement. I need to go speak with my sister.
How many sisters do you have? Like, why? She said her mother's dead.
She shakes her head. She's not. She's. I want to say being held captive, but sister's wild, or my sister's wild. She's unruly. She doesn't want to be involved in any of this. She never wanted to be a chosen. She never wanted to be burdened.
Hearing that bit of information, Emus is going to kind of cock his head very curiously towards this conversation.
I need to understand. Go speak to my sister and understand why Agatha is here. And why Ifrit is inside of her.
Hmm. We've been curious about that as well. He's shown himself a couple of times. Okay. Thank you.
Before I go, I'm going to go speak with the Wizarding Guild here. Don't know how much you remember school. Used to be the ruler of this city here. She kind of like makes a face at the term city, in recognition of how rural it is. I'll leave any information I have with Lady Evelina before I leave. Sure, you guys will be in fine hands once Tatsia heals.
Nod my thanks.
She heads off. All right, what's everyone else doing?
Okay, I have a question. Wasn't it Lady Ashina who originally told us to go to Mistress Tower?
Lady Evelina.
Is that who Cal was just talking to?
No, she was just talking to
Okay.
Lady Ashina.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
Emus can no longer keep himself on his feet. He's just overwhelmed with exhaustion and tiredness. He's going to kind of sink down on the door frame, trying to keep himself awake, and then probably fall asleep. On the
Okay.
door frame.
As you sink down, the rubble around you kind of sinks and moves aside, creating a somewhat kind of not too displeasant with how you've slept out in the wilderness, you've slept on rocks and shit. You find a nice little nook there and find yourself drifting asleep to the sound of Cremina softly snoring.
And I would say about this time is when I would arrive back. Correct?
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Okay. And I am going to let the others that are awake know that I have some food. I'm going to set it down on the table for anybody who would like to eat anything. I'm going to grab a handful of some food and ask if there's anything that we need to do before I take a rest. As I look at Cal, because she's our captain.
Your mic's off.
I am creeping towards Emus. I wanted to ask him if Cremina had said where she left Varys. So,
Is this before or after I fall asleep?
well, it would have been as you sank, but then there was other
Okay.
stuff happening, so I didn't get to put it in.
Okay, so go ahead. Yeah, let's role play it. So go ahead and.
Emus, while you were talking to Cremina, did she happen to mention where she had left Varys, drug him off to?
My head is gonna kind of bounce back towards the town. It's just somewhere in the town.
Somewhere in the town? Is there more specific? Are like people gonna grab him and do like a mass burial with him and we kick him with my boot?
About Paris.
I'm gonna gently like nudge him with my boot just enough to like shake his body a little but not harm it in any way.
Yeah,
Emus,
yeah. Sorry, let me see. What's up?
Varys, where's his body?
The last I saw is during the fight. Crimea was dragging him back off towards that one. I think it was a shop. That one shop when we were fighting the dragons.
But she didn't say specifically, like if she left him in a bush, put him into the shop. Like, are we worried about grabbing that body?
Hold on, I'm trying to remember for real if I asked. I don't think I asked her, so I don't know. Emus is gonna kind of shrug. I don't know. I think he just kind of got left there. I don't think I asked Kamina where he left him.
You hear Kamina snoring behind him.
Well, maybe they won't do a mass burial until everybody's claimed. Hopefully.
Cheerful. Boogie, you've been quiet. What are you doing? As you and Thorn finish wrapping Tatsia up, Boogie coming in, or sorry, Bezoit coming in with food.
Oh, okay. I guess I'd be kind of excited about the food. Once she is grabbing her handful, I'll have some also. Eat a bit like a pig. I don't know, I'm just kind of silent. I eat a bunch of food, and if nobody like stops me, I'm gonna go upstairs and sleep in a bed.
Is there any beds in this tower? I thought it was all pretty crumbly, decrepit.
It looks like there might be some rooms up top that were kind of halfway intact.
So as you head upstairs, there is this hallway leading into several rooms. Each room with this kind of old rickety door that's well worn over the edges. Some of them barely hanging onto their hinges. Everything in very disarray. Exposed to the elements. The wood has been rained, like moisture has gotten this far in and started to
shoot.
mold on things. The door would easily open, and you would see in each room the statue of a knight with a shield, and these kind of moldy bookcases with, like moldy books and like not waterlogged, but um, very well worn covers, leather covers.
Weather worn.
There you go.
Oh shoot.
Weather worn. As you come to the side, you can see here that at some point some construction was underway, though it looks like it's been quite some time. And half the tower is kind of exposed out to the open here.
I'll keep looking. Maybe I'll find something good.
As he heads upstairs looking for something, Thorn's gonna find a nice cozy spot here. Gonna watch as Raphael comes out the room carrying that unconscious tiefling with him, and he steps very carefully over a sleeping, and, like, stops for a moment looking down and gives a kind of a half smirk, glad that his student is okay. And he continues out without another word, taking the tiefling with him. As you hear people snoring, the minutes begin passing. The sun slowly going down.
I would go nuzzle myself between Tammy and Agatha, try to go to sleep.
Okay.
The game isn't allowing me to go farther up than this.
Coming to you.
Like now I'm disappeared.
Yes, disappear, peasant. So you have that option and this option. It's as high as you can go.
I can't see what's happening. Like, there's just nothing here.
Really?
Yeah, right where I was as far as anything is rendering. And I can just see the tops of all those walls. And a whole bunch
Really?
of nature outside of the tower.
By chance, do you you can try you see this wow. On the right hand side of your screen, Andrew, you see the slider where it moves your camera up and down?
Yeah.
Move the green one.
Oh, I can move the green one. Okay.
Oh shit!
There you go.
You guys didn't know that?
No, I never touched that one.
Makes it really
I
nice to
assumed
see
since it
through
looked like a
buildings and
lock
stuff.
that it was locked.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, it locks to wherever you double right click. So if you right click the ground somewhere, it'll adjust the camera to that area. So if you do it outside, it should be at the top because everything's visible. But if you double right click inside of a room, it'll drop down to wherever the floor of that room is. So double right click to
I
Pick
was
the center.
double left clicking this whole time. I was like, I don't know, it's not working. Thank you.
As you guys, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say one more thing. The lock is there to be toggled on and off. So if it's gray, it's off. If it's green, it's on.
Didn't even know you could touch it.
Have you found your room yet, Boogie? Have you
Yeah,
circled the tower?
this room looks great.
Is everyone kind of nuzzling down for bed?
Wasn't
Yeah.
coming back? Bazoit coming back from the town?
She's
She already came back with food. You were asleep.
Okay.
I ate a ration. Yeah, I figure they know where to find us if they need us.
Okay. So at about 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m., the party calls it a night.
Yeah. We know what we're
Yeah.
about, son.
Yep, we just took a beating. We need some rest.
Okay, who wants to be roller of fate?
Ooh, I can
I'll do it.
volunteer if no one else. Okay, Andrew's got it.
Okay, I need you to roll a D100.
Wait, before you do this, I have found a spot to rest, but I am gazing or looking over the black mask that I acquired, not quite sleeping as of yet.
Oh. I don't actually need to sleep anymore.
For real? I thought you
Look at me, I'm so fancy.
Oh, no, I do, because we haven't actually slept yet, so I still need to
Yeah.
sleep.
It's a paradox. I actually leveled up to where I don't need to sleep, but I'm going to retroactively not sleep.
But I need to sleep on it first.
Okay. Zoe, roll a history check for me.
I got a whopping 2.
Have you used your inspiration today?
No, can I use my inspiration?
Yeah, that's it for the day, though.
Well, I'm going to bed though, right?
No, it's once per session.
All right. And I rolled a 2.
Ouch.
Wow. Oh, yikes.
That's rough. So as you're looking over it, you can feel power radiating from it, and you know it has a history of being probably categorized as a legendary item. But as you sit there trying to remember exactly all this item is capable of, um, the happenings of today maybe clouding your mind. Sleep seems to be more important.
Yeah. And I think with that, I begin to slowly fade off to sleep.
Okay, we've got a fate of 84.
Wow. I hope that's a good one.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Okay. As you all sleep, you feel this like very almost like this. Like imagine that you're kind of in like a sensory deprivation tank, like one of those dark eggs kind of deal, floating in this really warm water that's like the same temperature as your body, and then you hear this almost like um, humming through the water, and when your eyes open, you are where you are in the temple, but when you look down at your body, um, you're completely encased in this silver flame, and you see this rune that existed as the map earlier today in the center of the room, that etched itself above where the relic is. And as you walk, you almost feel like this infusion within this tower. You can look around and you see these wards that like flicker into existence and then disappear back into um, their kind of invisible state surrounding this tower. But it almost seems like in this dream state that you're in, it doesn't look like just kind of like random wards, whatever. Like when you're looking around, you can actually discern like that the wards are protective and that certain wards block from divination. Like you seem to have this greater understanding of the magic around you. And you can like sense that this silver fire encompassing you is a gift. Um, and that mark that is deep within you almost seems to like radiate this warmth, this welcoming, almost like a dopamine feeling of like it enjoys being in this state of silver fire. Um, and as you look down at this um, kind of like, what would you? It's not a rune. I guess it is a rune, like this arcane symbol on the ground that projects this map. Um, there's this opening in your mind that is almost like telling you, like Mistra explaining to you that this map is more than what you guys discovered earlier. As you look at the inscriptions on the etchings around the rune, you can see this very powerful divination magic etched into it. Divination magic that seems beyond um, like mortal creation. It seems beyond the capacity of anyone that you guys know in the state of like magical awakening can recognize the power behind this divination magic. And with that, your guys' vision kind of fades back into blackness and wish you a long rest. I need you to give me a second.
Good, Bezoit's finally not exhausted.
About time.
Woot.
I need you all, as you waken, I'm not going to tell you why, figured out in game. But I need you all to pick one cantrip from the spell list, and it can be any cantrip that exists on the spell list.
Oh, so we're not picking one that we know.
It can be one you know. You need to pick one cantrip, and you will become immune to this cantrip.
Well, I thought you said you weren't going to tell us.
He's not telling us why we're getting this thing.
Oh. Are you posting a list for us to pick from, or you just want to look at our own list?
Yeah, just look at the app.
How do you filter by cantrip?
You on the top right, you
Oh,
click
yeah, I
like
got
go
it.
to level.
Yeah.
When you guys wake up in the morning, you can feel this like tingling sensation across your skin, this new kind of inexplicable energy that seems a lot less than that euphoric dream that you had last night, but still like resemblance of that feeling, like a diluted feeling of that.
I know what I'm picking.
Is it Spare the Dying?
Why would you
Why would
be
I want? Why would I want to be
immune to that?
Yeah. I'm picking Eldritch Blast.
No, I go into the light.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to live anymore. Why are you trying to save me?
He wakes up and his hair is automatically in that emo, like across his eye. What happened to you? I'm immune to spare the dying.
My name isn't Emus anymore. It's Bellatrox.